So, like all the other short exercises in observations, I have my own background, which is different from yours. If I was to go into a Thai Buddhist temple, there would be so many things that you would be familiar with that you wouldn't even bother describing. And if you had described them, you would have been able to describe them in so much detail. You would know, if I went into a temple, you would know what the different parts of the temple were called. You would know the rituals going on in the temple. You would know the people who were involved. So you would know how to answer the where questions. You would answer the what questions, what things are, and what are people doing. You would be able to answer the who questions. Now, when someone like me would go there, I would describe things and places, and I would say something like, oh, I need to find out what that is called in Thai, what the place is called, what the ritual is called, what this thing is called, and who this person is. So, like you, I've never been to a festival like this, and so I'm really just making very general observations about what is going on. Yeah, so let's just look at this again, and while we're doing this, I'm going to take a few screenshots and tell you what I see. We've both watched this before, and so maybe at the same time you want to be pointing out some of the things that you see. First of all, okay, so what strikes me is the fact that this is obviously happening in the middle of summer, and that people are dressed in swimming gear. This is in the water, it's swimming gear, and so it seems strange to me that if this is a religious festival, that everyone is just so informally dressed. So that's one of the observations that I see. Now, obviously, the centre of this is a statue, and it's of the Virgin Mary. I'm interested in some of the details here. I wonder what this is. I wonder what this is. It looks like a candlestick. It looks like a large kind of candle. And I'm interested in the fact that although this is Spain, I wonder what these flowers are. I'm interested in describing, when I write out my field notes, about maybe talking about the length of this. I wonder how long this are. I can see that there are 3 layers of poles, not 2, there are 3 layers of poles. And that the other thing that I've noticed is that although most of these people are wearing white shirts, some have got no shirts on at all, but they're wearing white shirts, whereas most of the crowd, some are wearing white, but it doesn't look like a uniform. People appear to be having a great time. We see people clapping, and we see more and more people clapping. The closer, I'm going to just do this because this will remind me about the clapping. The closer the boat, the closer the statue gets to okay, so here we go. The closer the statue gets to getting on the boat, people applaud, people splash water. There are people laughing, splashing water. You see more and more water being splashed. More and more, and it goes onto the boat, and everyone is splashing the water. And this could form the backbone, and we have more and more water as the statue goes onto the boat, and we have the last hand here, and here we go. Okay, so just This might be the easiest way for us to keep a track of ideas. So I'm just going to go to full screen, and I'm going to point out that although this is a religious festival, it's obviously in summer, this is a religious festival. Despite being a religious festival, people are dressed very informally in bikinis. This is revolving around the Virgin Mary, a statue of the Virgin Mary, and I've taken some shots of things that I either want to describe or I want to find out what they are. The types of flowers, the colours of flowers, the nature of the platform, the fact that it has 3 rows, presumably this is very heavy, 3 rows of handles, and these guys are wearing white, but the others are not wearing white. The fact that people get more and more excited the closer the statue gets to being on the boat, the more ecstatic people are. They are splashing the water, and this is the climax. And so those are some of my observations from this snippet from Human.